I mean, that's just one wrestling match, right? You know, I really didn't fixate on that too much, so not really. So it doesn't matter where you're wrestling; it's a different match.
When you have familiarity with a guy like you do with Messi, do you have to change your style up because he knows what to expect, or do you still go out there and approach it the same way?
Similar approach. I would have liked to approach that match differently, be a little more offensive. That's about it, though. I mean, I'm not gonna go out there and wrestle like Mark Hall or Jason Knoll because that's not how I wrestle.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna wrestle the same, pretty much no matter who I'm wrestling. Did I ever not feel confident?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say so. I mean, I felt good, you know. Like, we had a little break at, like, you know, the third period, and, you know, I still felt confident. I just, like, talking to my coaches and everything, I just would have liked to get on my offense earlier. And, you know, that's really the plan for me, you know, moving forward, just for the rest of the year, no matter who I'm wrestling.
Vincenzo, when you wrestle a close match like that, how do you keep yourself calm and focused?
I don't know. I mean, it's just like, it's kind of fun. You know, I'm not saying wrestling close matches is fun or anything like that, but I mean, it's like, it's exciting, you know. That's like a moment that, you know, you're going to remember, and it's just like you want to win it, and you're going to do whatever you can to win it, and, you know, giving up really just is kind of stupid, so I wouldn't, you know, it's exciting for me.
Nick, your match, top 10 matchup, kind of important to step in the tide with them winning the first game. Was that as well as you feel you've wrestled all year?
I think I did. You know, I definitely have some areas that I can still improve with, but I think generally I wrestled pretty well. So, you know, I got to my attacks and I finished my shots, and you know, defense was better than it has been. So, but definitely still some areas to work on, but it felt good.
Just follow up on that one. You presumably have a big match coming with #1 ranked wrestler in the country, Joey McCann, next week. How big is this for momentum going into that match?
You know, I'm gonna approach it like any other match. You know, for me, easier for me, I think, for my wrestling career to bounce off losses. You know, I don't really have much momentum, I guess, but I just want to approach it like any other match, you know, and, you know, each week I'm getting better and better and better. So that's my mindset.
How key was it for you for that first takedown? It was pretty quick, pretty slick. Did you have confidence?
Yeah, my dad used to tell me that whoever got the first takedown wins, and that's not really true that much, but I always try to get the first takedown. It feels good. So I think, you know, that, you know, the first takedown is kind of, you know, it definitely gives you momentum, I think, in the match, and it kind of shows you, you know, what's going to be open and stuff. But you know, even if I give up the first takedown, I still got to, you know, get right back up and keep wrestling. So.
Yeah, Nick, last couple of weeks, coaches talked about adversity and how it can be a blessing for you guys. You know, after that loss against Tristan Moran, how have you used that adversity up to this point to kind of work on improving your game?
Yeah, I mean, you know, losses are a great opportunity to really, like, highlight what you need to work on. So, you know, I obviously don't want to lose, and you know, I didn't need to lose that match, but you know, got to take the positive from it. You know, it was a good opportunity to see what I need to do better at, and I've been working in, you know, all the areas that I thought I need to get better at, and, you know, I don't think that it's a reason to, like, be down or anything. For me, it's always been really easy to come off of losses. You know, I don't like losing, I hate losing, but like, it really is an opportunity to get better. So.
Anthony, you're one of the best stories in college wrestling from a perseverance standpoint. Win a state title as a senior, never qualify. Come here, you're out a couple of years. Last year, you're at 197. I mean, in this, you know, this day and age where everybody wants everything now. Just talk about where your patience and you're just sticking with it, and it's just great to see everything happening to you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's just something I was raised with. My grandfather and my father always raised me with a strong work ethic, and, you know, if I wanted something, I had to work for it. I'm not just gonna get it because I want it, and so I think that's really translated into who I am today. And if I want something, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm not gonna look outside myself. I'm going to use adversity to grow as a person and as with my character and as well as in the sport. So I think growing up with that work ethic really shaped me.
What's the story with the toothpick?
It's just my signature.
Where did that begin?
I don't know. Just threw it in one day and I never took it out. So plan on getting a gold one soon. We'll see about that.
So are you a Razor Ramon fan?
What's that?
Are you a Razor Ramon fan?
I think I'm too young for that.
The chains on the chest.
Oh yeah.
What's the
Some
story
it's a
there?
flash tat.
Where did the idea for that come from?
My little sister was doing them, and I thought they looked cool, so I just put one on.
Have the guys been giving you any stick for that?
No, they like it.
The toothpick, I think, didn't you say it came from the show Uncle Buck? There's a dude at the bowling alley with a toothpick.
You said that.
One more statement with the match.
Is that the name of the movie?
This was kind of the biggest stage. Made a statement last year against Colin. How much do you like these kind of bright lights matches where you're kind of under the microscope?
I love it. I felt at peace before the match. You know, I trust my training and I feel like I work harder and I'm more committed than most. So I trust that and I trust in God and just go out there and have fun. And I had a lot of fun tonight.
Anthony, a lot of tight matches going on. Were you feeling kind of pressure as the match was going on, as the meet was going on?
Not really. I kind of came to the conclusion I was going to wrestle my match and try to score points no matter what. If it came down to me or not, or if we're losing or we're up by a lot, I'm still going to wrestle my match. And I went out there and did that and tried to get that big double to a pin in the first, but it didn't go that way. So I got to wrestle a lot more. So it was fun.
In a big match, do you think you've ever scored 11 points in the first period before?
Did I score 11 points?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a lot of points.
Anthony, you didn't wrestle at the BJC last year, but what was that like, kind of the first time to wrestle in front of 16,000 people?
Yeah, I've been here this is my 5th year. I've never wrestled in the BJC, so I was really looking forward to it. I've heard it's kind of like a national finals feel with a raised stage and everything, and I loved it. So looking forward to the next time I get to wrestle on something similar.
Anthony, was there a difference for you between wrestling at the BJC and Rec Hall?
No, I mean I was definitely hyped going into it, and I felt the energy, and I thrive off that. But I mean, there's a lot of great energy in Rec Hall as well, so I like both atmospheres.
All right, thanks, Anthony.
Yep, thank you guys.
Kato, how much does a match like this, you guys had one similar to Ohio State last year near the end of the year. How much does this help your guys for the little bit of stretch as opposed to?
Well, I think that's a very good team, right? And we, like you said, we won some close matches, and I think our guys fought hard. Even the matches we lost, I thought our guys gave a good effort. And for us, it's we want to win and we expect to win. We believe we're going to win, but I'm more worried about just our performance and just wrestling with some fire, and especially when you have 16,000 people there, right? You want to wrestle with some enthusiasm. But we're grateful to have so many people show up, especially on a weekend like this with the weather. So thanks to all the people that made the effort to get out here. But yeah, Michigan had a great team, has a great team. We're going to see them again. Those are guys that you could very well see in the semifinals of the national tournament or the finals of the national tournament. Very good, great coach in Sean Bourmet and staff there. So, but I'm proud of the guys. I think we can continue to improve between here and March, and I believe we will.
Just to follow up on that, is there any sort of nervousness as coaches when you're in that close of a match?
Not really nervous. I'm more excited to see how our team's going to respond. Right, this same group of guys have responded, and they're tough. They can win tough matches, close matches. We'd rather score a few more points, but when you're wrestling an opponent that is as good as what we saw tonight, sometimes you gotta find a way to win those matches. So, I think it's exciting. I'm as a coach, I'm not. To me, it's more about just seeing how these guys are going to respond, right, and then figuring out how we can advance, win or lose, right.
Calvin, what's the intangible there then that enables them to pull that out?
I think the kids just they're just tough kids. You know, they come from backgrounds where they have a history of pulling those tough matches out, and you know, we hope we can advance that in their careers and in their mindset and their training. But ultimately, it's the decisions they make, and you know, you're up on that stage and in an environment like that, you got to stay focused, and so I think they have a history of doing that. I think you know, they train with one another and they push each other, and I think all those things come into play. But they certainly have a history of success, and that's probably where it comes from.
Kale, the next guy up at 133 was Scotty Stossel.
Yeah.
He was a walk-on from North Allegheny High School, grinded out for many years in the practice room. What was that decision like, having Scotty go out there against the #1 guy in the nation and really battling him?
Yeah, I thought you know, Micic is he's a hammer. He's tough. And Scotty was excited. You know, he almost got a takedown. I mean, I don't want to, you know, Steven to get upset when I say almost got a takedown. But he had his leg up in the air, right? And I think he really put a lot of energy and lost a lot of energy trying to finish that shot. But he kept fighting, and he said that was one of the bigger or the biggest adrenaline rush he's ever had in his life. So he's a great kid, you know, an excellent student, works hard all the time. You know, he'll be a great success in life, and he got that opportunity today, and I think he gave a great effort. So we're happy for him and proud of him.
Kale, this was the third straight match for Jared McLaren at 149. Do you guys have somebody you would consider a starter right now at 149, or is that an open competition still heading into?
No, I don't think so. I think you know, at this point, Berge has earned that position, and the plan was to wrestle Berge, and then it just didn't end up working out that way today. And Verclaren actually wasn't expecting to wrestle, and he got a call earlier today, and he was heavy, and he got his weight down and still wrestled. So you know, Berge's fine, everything's good, but yeah, Verclaren wasn't expecting to wrestle today, and he was heavy, and he you know, I think that's kind of one of the reasons he didn't finish that match as strongly as he normally would. But you know, props to him for stepping up and giving a great effort for the team.
North keeps beating these top 5 guys. How do you think he's come through that run for those top 5 guys?
Well, Nolf's a gamer. You know, he's a tough dude, and he wasn't happy with his match today, giving up a takedown. But you know, Pantaleo's you know, he's got a really good strategy and tactics in the matchup. So you know, we've got to figure something out to kind of help him be able to score some more points. But you know, Nolf's just Nolf, right? I mean, he's just you know, one of the greatest ever. So we're just really happy that he's on our team, right? And he's we're just enjoying this senior year with him. But yeah, there's some great wrestlers in the weight class, and Pantaleo's one of them, and somebody that we've got to advance and move forward, you know, with that individual matchup as we head towards March.
Kel, Vincenzo said you would have liked to approach today's match a little bit differently, and you would like to get to his offense a little bit more. But were you impressed with how he wrestled?
Yeah, it's a tough match. You know, we were down. I don't know what the score was at that point, but you know, that was one of those. You know, Massa he's a title contender, has been for 3 years. He's very, very good. And so, yeah, you know, I thought Vincenzo wrestled great. And Vincenzo's a solid kid. He's tough, very tough-minded. And he did a nice job. I thought he just, you know, kept pushing the pace. But, again, he's one of the best kids in the country. So, yeah, that was a nice win for him today, especially under the circumstances when, as a team, especially at that point, we needed him to win that match, and he did.
Coach, did you feel the energy come up in the building when you got that overtime win? You think the other guys maybe fed off that?
Yeah, I was excited. So I don't know if I felt all the excitement, but I was excited because you know, an overtime win, you know, that was big, and yeah, I think, you know, there weren't a lot of exciting matches to really get. They were exciting, but not a different kind of excitement. You know, winning close or saving a point here or there, or you know, we missed a couple majors. You know, you know, so we didn't give the crowd a lot to cheer about. I don't think, but when we did, you know, you could hear him for sure.
One more. About Hall, how do you think he pulled out?
Yeah, I thought he wrestled well. Again, his partner or his opponent is somebody that he could very well see in the national tournament. I mean, there's other people that would be upset maybe if I said that, but he's very good. You got to be ready to wrestle. One of the best in the country. And I thought Hall wrestled well. I thought he fended off some great attacks, and he was close to scoring. I thought a few additional times where he didn't quite get the points. So, but he stayed solid, and just like Vincenzo, Mark Hall's a tough kid. He trusts his conditioning and his defense, and when he has to score, he can score. He's just he's tough in all positions. I mean, you don't have the success that he's had without being good in all positions.